Hello, welcome to BURPS and welcome to my den where we're operating from at the moment. What is BURPS? You've likely seen from our various, from a web page or from our social media platforms that BURPS is a company that aims to help people bring ideas from the brains and from virtual reality on your CAD and the computer's out of shot that I'm pointing at. Into the physical world. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but how much is it really worth when you're trying to sell an idea, or to be able to take that thing and give it to the person you're trying to sell it to, show them how it works, let them feel it, let them use it. You know, this stuff doesn't necessarily only make aesthetic models. You can make functional models, and it's accessible. I just want to help people, particularly in small companies or companies that are particularly tight for staff resource. They don't have the opportunity to leave someone running these printers all the time, which is kind of a necessity to get the best out of them. So, what about me myself? I've been involved with additive manufacturing, or rapid prototyping, or 3D printing, whatever you like to call it, now for coming on 20 years. Started off in running commercial plastic sintering machines. So it started off as DTM 2000, which was originally set up, I think DTM originally in Texas, Carl Deckard I think it was. One of the original machines, rapid prototype machines. I ran that for a few years, along with a couple of other ones as well. So DTM got bought out with 3D Systems. Anyway, I digress. So I was running in a rapid prototyping bureau. From there, went up to do some research in Liverpool, and I was working on generating ultralight structures that were impossible to make with any other technology apart from layer-based additive manufacturing technologies. My applications were originally targeted at the aerospace industry, but it was soon the research became focused on the software and the generation of the files that ran these machines. That naturally led on to working at a company that was building these machines in the UK. So it was the first UK company that was building metals layer manufacturing machines, and I was running the development of the software, the control software for these machines, and doing a heavy chunk of the software as well in Python. That ran through to about, I was there till about 2014, when I moved over to work at a large multinational company, and I was advising them on additive manufacturing, trying to get them to increase their uptake of technology. Made redundant in 2018, last year, and since then been trying to get ready to launch this company. And we went for a launch in August, and August was a poor month to try and start launching because there's no networking events. Everyone's on holiday, obviously in retrospect, but I've not been here before, and obviously didn't ask the right question at the right time. So September's been pretty busy with networking events, and I'm just about beginning to get ready to getting our web presence, our social media presence set up and off the ground. So what about me personally? Why do I want to do this? I'm really passionate about open source software, open source hardware, and since 2010, when the RepRap project kicked off, it's been a game changer for the industry, because the entry bar for the cost to get involved with this technology fell through the floor. It wasn't only the realms of your large aerospace, big engineering companies who could afford to look at this technology, or to own the technology anymore. These machines, when I bought one for the previous employer in 2014, you could buy a complete kit for £400, and that was like, wow, really, really cheap. Since then, the Asian manufacturers, East Asian manufacturers, have come involved, and the price has dropped even more. You can get a printer now for 100, 150 quid. So why am I doing it if you can buy it so cheap? Well, the same can be said for many industries. You know, why hire a decorator when you can get a paintbrush for pounds? It's not just the price of the tools. Unless you're using these machines regularly, or you have a particularly high-end machine, these aren't really fire and forget. There's design for manufacturer issues to consider to get the best out of machines, and there's also the machines themselves recognising when temperatures might be getting too hot, or when a bearing looks like it's about to die. Unless you're using these machines all the time, you fall behind and it takes you a while to get in. So companies, particularly small companies, don't necessarily have the resource to have someone running one of these all the time. So I want to be there for those sort of people who want to talk. They've got projects they're interested in doing, and I want to get them involved in the technology. And if I can infuse and through these videos, perhaps the benefits and the how much of a game changer open source has been for me, then that's great. And I hope we can get more people involved in it. And I hope BURPS grows BURPS grows quickly enough to be out of my house in the near. Let's say 3 years. That'd be great if I could get these printers and possibly more by that point out of my spare room and into a proper business facility where people could actually come and see the printers running. That'd be great. As it happens, the one that's shuffling around at the moment is built so I can actually use that as a demonstration and take it to people. It's to kind of mitigate the not being able to have people here. So that's enough for me for the time being. It's the first time I've done any of these videos, and it probably shows. Yeah, we'll get a script for the next one. Hey, try and keep on track a little bit better. Thanks very much.